going on, you guys? It's your boy Captain Jack. Welcome back to this adventure. We're going out with the Jolly Jiggers this trip. They actually crushed it on rod and reel the other day, so we're gonna try to get out there, see if we can get in some action. I'm taking you guys with me, so I'll see you out there on the water. So guess what this idiot did? The one thing you don't want to leave at home is your mask and snorkel, and that's what this guy left at home. God, I have actually never ever in my life have ever forgotten my mask, ever. And of course today was the day. And not only that, I forgot the GoPro that was on top of it too, so I only have one GoPro. Luckily the guys might swap out, take a break, and if they do, I'm gonna be diving, and I'm gonna be diving hard to make up for time lost. All right, you guys, shooting everything on the GoPro stick. I'm rocking the Blue Tech Bastard 120. This thing's a beast. We'll see how it holds up in the water. All right, you guys, so like I mentioned before, I'm gonna be filming everything on this trip on the GoPro stick. And it's hard enough to film spearfishing with just the head mount, but adding another object in your hands and to keep track of really is gonna be tough for today. So we start warming up in about 70 feet of water. Now, when we're warming up in 70 feet, it doesn't mean we actually go all the way down to 70. You'll see here, I don't go all the way to the bottom. I kind of just maybe hoping for a pelagic to come by the flashers, and I'm just warming up my diaphragm, warming up my breath hold, just to prepare for the day, because I will be making some bottom drops here real soon. So now once I get down to the bottom, I'm kind of assessing the reef, I'm assessing the current, I'm seeing how much life is around, how much bait fish, and it's just a kind of idea for me to get down there and kind of preview what kind of diving conditions I have. Now you can just see from the GoPro that the current is ripping, which makes it a little difficult to sit on the bottom because your flashers and your dive buddies are above you and they drift past you once you stop on the ocean floor. So it's not really ideal, because if you're down there for a while hunting a fish towards the end of your dive, your divers could be 100 yards past down current of you, which is not really ideal. So now on this dive, I go ahead and make a drop all the way down to the bottom. You'll even see when I'm down there how heavy that current is, and it's really pushing me along the ocean floor, and it's really not ideal for diving the way we are here. So now on a day like this, it would be more ideal to maybe hunt the super deep ledges, maybe some really deep wrecks, and just drift across the wrecks, hoping for some pelagics, maybe some amberjacks, because usually when there's a lot of current, there's tends to be a lot of fish, but having a lot of current isn't ideal for bottom hunting just like this. And you'll see how heavy that current is. Even when I kick up sand, it's hard for me to stay in the same place, and you see the debris kind of blasting past me. And on this drop, I'm just hoping for maybe a mutton comes by real quick. I don't want to hang out there too long because I know my dive buddies are drifting away from me, and if I ever came into some kind of issue or problem, I know that they're going to be far away. So on this dive, I'm kind of looking out, I'm grunting a little bit. I believe I see a mutton off in the distance, and that's what I was kind of hinting, like moving my body towards, but it was a smaller mutton, I remember, and it just went off and didn't really get anything on this dive. But you can see how hunting the bottom is a little tough. So now Matt did exactly what I said earlier. He just went down, kind of drifted across the bottom, and he had a school of mangroves come into him. He popped them. Wasn't really bottom hunting. That was kind of a spot and stalk situation. And he landed a nice fish for the day, and that was the first fish of the day for him. What's up, guys? Really quick, I just wanted to show you a dive that happened a couple of days later than the one you're currently watching. We went out, didn't crush it. Scotty got a Cubera, and I shot a stud yellowtail snapper. So I'm gonna roll clips on this dive. Pretty epic, so check it out. So now on this dive, I'm not really gonna talk you through it. I'm just gonna let you watch and enjoy. Alright you guys, so now we're back to the current day. I'm continuously diving with this GoPro stick and it's becoming a real pain. I'm getting really aggravated and this is the final straw. I make a dive and I have a nice mutton in my sights and I'll let you watch what happens. It's just very difficult to clear your ears, to hold your spear gun and hold a GoPro stick, but you'll get to see what happens on this drop. So now on that, I think I rushed the shot a little bit. I shot just high over it. I couldn't really focus on the shot itself. I couldn't get two hands on the gun and miss the fish. So that was the last straw. I hung the GoPro up on the flashers and could really now focus on spearfishing.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, huge, but beauty. Hilly, all right. Hilly, all right.
That was pretty epic. We were out in the sand. I went down to like 40 feet and I just was chilling there for a long time. And I was actually on my way up and I looked off in the distance and I saw that cobia with the shark. So I turned around, went down, went after it, and started grunting a little bit. The shark kind of came into me and I went top down, shot right through him, kind of almost pinned him to the sand. And he was pretty demobilized and Matt came in and got the backup shot and that's all she wrote. Got one in the box. Pretty stoked about it. Woo! Alright you guys, that was an epic day on the water. I was so happy. Got the cobia. We got a Cubera and that was all delicious. We actually had the Cubera stuff last night and you can tell we're not at my house because we're camping. We're actually in my camper. Pretty excited about it. We're in Hillsborough River State Park and I'm gonna cook up this stud yellowtail. Look at this thing. It's almost too big for the foil. So what we're gonna do, since we're camping, I'm gonna prep it here inside the camper. We're gonna send it outside, cook it on the fire in a foil packet. One of my favorite things to do. I went ahead and cut up all the ingredients. Now I'm gonna go ahead and season it. I'm just gonna get some Sony catchers. Just gonna get some Tonys on it. I'm gonna probably cake both sides of this with both seasonings. So I'm just doing Tonys. And then we're gonna do some garlic powder. All right, I think I need a little more Tonys on this side. I like the Tonys. A little spice. All right, so now that I did that, what we're gonna do for a base, we're gonna use this butter and then kind of put it along the edges as well as on top. Got quite a bit of it. And this is so it gets everywhere on the fish. Alright, so now we're gonna give it that citric flavor. I got some homegrown Meyer lemons. We're just gonna set it here on it, and that'll kind of cook into the fish. We got some onions to give it some extra flavor, and then we also have some sweet peppers that will also give it some extra juice and flavors. And now all this stuff is gonna cook together. I'm gonna see how this is gonna work. So I'm gonna lay basically another layer of foil on top of this. So where's that foil? Do this the best I possibly can. Let's double layer it. I'm just gonna kind of pinch the edges and make like a little capsule for the fish. rolling the edges. When you get a big fish like this, it makes it a little difficult. Because that's going to be the good stuff that cooks everything, that gets everything nice and juicy in the fish. I think that's it. Alright, time to throw it on Sapphire. And then it will be ready.
You can shut that over me. Alright.
I guess so.
What's cooking in there? Your fish?
It's yellowtail.
You know.
How was your?
I think you know what's cooking in there, Mom.
Alright,
Did you say yes?
it's
Go over
cooled
there.
off.
Go look at it.
Testing
Watch our
time.
stuff.
It's so
You
good.
know what?
Alright, Devin's turn. Give it a try. Isn't that good?
So soft.
Yeah, right? Alright, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this adventure. Nice little catch and cook at the end while we're camping. Some awesome diving on the water. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give it that thumbs up. If you're new, consider subscribing. And I'll see you very soon for the next adventure. Later.